Your person didn't leave because they wanted to. Someone you cared about deeply didn't walk away by choice. They were pushed out of your life by things you never knew were happening. All this time, the true story was kept from you, hidden behind lies and secrets. But now, the truth is ready to come out. The universe and the spiritual world are working to show you what really happened. Everything you heard before was not true. The reasons they gave you for leaving were lies. They had to say things they didn't really mean. Now you will learn the real story, the truth that was kept from you for so long. What you are about to hear will shock you, but it will also bring clarity. You and this person shared something special. A bond so strong that others couldn't understand it. Your connection was real and powerful, and it scared some people around you. When they suddenly left your life, everything felt wrong. The reasons they gave didn't match their past actions or feelings. You felt hurt and confused. Deep inside, you always knew something wasn't right about how things ended. Your heart told you the story didn't add up. You were right to feel that way. Your gut was trying to warn you about the hidden truth your mind couldn't see yet. The pain you felt wasn't just because they left. It was because you sensed there were lies and tricks hiding the real reason. The truth is, they didn't want to leave you. They were forced to make a choice that broke their heart too. Both of you became victims of manipulation you never saw coming. Your connection was real. That's why it hurts so much now that it was taken away. Powerful people worked together to separate you. They had reasons for wanting you apart. Your happiness and love threatened their control over you or your lives. These forces have kept the truth locked away for too long, but now, spiritual justice is breaking through the walls of lies. When you learn the shocking reality of what really happened, it will change how you see everything. You will understand why nothing felt right after they left. This is not just about getting closure. This is about justice for both of you. The truth will set you free from years of confusion and pain. If you don't learn the truth, you will carry false guilt and hurt forever. The lies will keep poisoning your ability to trust and love again. The people who separated you are still out there. They think they got away with it, but the universe is ready to expose their cruel actions. Time is running out to reveal the truth. The forces that kept it hidden are losing their power now. If you like this message or video right now, it will help unlock the spiritual forces that reveal this shocking truth. The person you lost did not want to leave you. They were trapped, backed into a corner with no way out. Someone close to them put pressure on them that you never saw. Family members, friends, or people with authority made their life impossible unless they walked away from you. They were told lies about you. They were made to believe you didn't really care for them or that you were better off without them. Behind closed doors, they cried and fought to stay with you. They looked for any way to keep the relationship alive. But the pressure kept building until they felt they had no choice but to leave. They were threatened with terrible consequences. losing family support, losing their job or money, or even harm to people they loved. These threats were serious and real. You never saw their inner struggle because they had to hide it. They had to act like they wanted to leave to protect themselves and those they cared about. Every word they said when they left was spoken out of fear. None of it was what they truly felt inside. They were following someone else's plan for their life. After they walked away, they regretted it every day, but they felt trapped by the choice they were forced to make. They thought about you every single day but could not reach out. The people pressuring them made sure they stayed silent. They were watched and controlled to stop any contact with you. Your person suffered quietly, missing you deeply but unable to do anything. They became prisoners of other people's manipulation and control. Those who forced them away had been planning this for a long time. They saw how happy you were together and couldn't stand it. They poisoned your person's mind about your relationship. They told lies, saying you were using them or would eventually hurt them. They made your person doubt your true feelings. Financial pressure was used like a weapon against them. They were threatened with losing their job, their home, or financial support if they did not end things with you. Family members turned against them, saying they would be cut off or disowned if they stayed with you. They were forced to choose between you and everyone who supported them. They were isolated from friends who liked your relationship and only allowed to talk with people who agreed with the plan to separate you. Your person tried to find a way around this pressure. They looked for compromises or middle ground, but all attempts were stopped by those controlling them. They were told not to tell you the real reason for leaving. If they did, worse consequences would happen. The lies they heard about you were carefully made up. They were shown fake proof or twisted versions of your words and actions. They started to believe they were protecting you by leaving. They were made to think their being in your life was somehow harmful to your future. Every time they tried to contact you, it was blocked or stopped. Calls were watched, messages deleted, meetings prevented. The people controlling them made sure you never learned the real story. They wanted you to believe the lies too, so you wouldn't fight for the relationship. Your person became a prisoner in their own life, unable to choose love or happiness freely. While you hurt because they left, they suffered in ways you could never imagine. They were broken inside but had to pretend everything was okay. They cried themselves to sleep thinking about you, wondering if you hated them for leaving, worried you believed all the lies they had to tell you. The people controlling them watched for any sign they might try to come back to you. They kept them busy with work or other tasks to distract them from pain. They were moved to new places or given new routines to make sure contact with you was impossible. Their whole life was changed to keep you apart. When alone, they would look at old photos or messages from you. These were the only happy memories left to them. They were not allowed to talk about you to anyone. If they said your name, they were punished or watched more closely. Your person tried to secretly reach out to you many times, but each time was found out and stopped. They were told you had moved on and found someone new. They were shown fake proof that you were happy without them to destroy their hope. Living this double life made them sick. They lost weight, couldn't sleep, and felt anxious all the time. They prayed and hoped that somehow you would find out the truth, that you would understand they never wanted to hurt you or leave you. Even now, they think about you every day. They wonder how you are and if you remember the good times. They wish they could tell you themselves what really happened. But the same forces that separated you still control their life and choices. The lies about why they left were carefully planned. Every excuse was made to stop you from fighting for them. You were told they found someone else, lost interest, or needed space. None of this was true. These lies were written by the people pulling the strings. You were told they didn't love you anymore, and they were told you had moved on. The timing of their leaving was planned when you were most vulnerable, so you could not fight back well. Evidence of your love was hidden from them. Your messages and calls were blocked. Before they could see any proof of your love, they were shown fake evidence that you were dating others or acting badly. This broke their heart and made them think leaving was the right thing. The people who separated you studied your relationship carefully. They knew which lies would hurt the most and be hardest to prove wrong. Your person was coached on what to say when they broke up with you. The harsh words that cut you deeply were not their own feelings. They were reading from a cruel script. Even friends were turned against your relationship. They were told stories about problems that were not true or convinced the separation was best. This plan involved many people, family, friends, maybe co-workers, all working together to keep you apart. They felt proud when they succeeded. Right now, your person still thinks about you every day. Their feelings have not changed. Even after all this time, they are still controlled by the same people who forced them away. These controllers watch closely to stop any attempt to reconnect with you. Your person looks older from the sadness and stress of living without you. The joy they had when you were together is gone, replaced by emptiness and regret. They keep photos, gifts, and letters hidden in secret places so their controllers won't find them. Sometimes they drive by places you once went together, hoping to see you, but they're too scared to stop or talk because of the risks. They have tried to send messages to you secretly through anonymous letters, fake social accounts, or friends who never delivered them. The people controlling them say contact with you is dangerous. Your person is treated like they need protection from their own feelings. They blame themselves for not fighting harder when the pressure started. They wish they had stayed strong for you instead of giving in. Your person dreams of what life could be like if they could come back. They imagine apologies, explanations, and reunion. They want this more than anything. They have tried dating others to move on, but no one compares to you. These forced relationships only made them miss you more. The guilt of leaving you eats at them constantly. They believe you hate them, and that thought hurts them deeply. If they could send you one message now, it would be an apology and the truth about what happened. They want you to know the real story more than anything. Now, the full shocking truth is out. Everything you guessed was right. Your person was forced to leave against their will. The pain you felt was not just heartbreak. It was your soul recognizing the wrong done to both of you. Knowing this changes everything you thought you knew. The guilt and self-doubt can finally be released. You were both victims of cruel manipulation. Neither of you chose the separation. The spiritual world has spoken this truth to bring healing and justice. Now that you know the truth, your path is open. You can heal with truth and love. You can forgive yourself and your person. Your relationship was not a failure. It was a beautiful connection stopped by forces beyond your control. Hold this truth close and let it bring you peace. Thank you for opening your heart to this truth. May it bring you freedom and healing. You are stepping fully into the power I've placed within you. Divine messages, consider contributing through a super thanks. Whether it's $10, $20, $50 or more, your generosity helps us share these angelic messages with the world. Together, we can build a community of faith, hope, and love.